go over all that. But hey, welcome guys. I know it's not a big crowd right now. Happy Thanksgiving to those. Looks like we got Steve as our guest host for GeoLeaf. We got Groves here. Question about Groves and your guys' integration with that too. I've seen something on y'all's Twitter, pretty intriguing. All in, welcome always. Guys, like I said, it's not gonna be a big crowd just because of the holidays. But hey, we are gonna broadcast this with all the socials and everything going on. So we'll be tagging everything GeoLeaf within that. With our guest speaker Steve, you guys got a lot going on, man. Really intrigued. Awesome outlook, and you guys have a really good cause going out in different countries around the world. So I'm really excited to hear about what you guys have going on right now, what launched recently, and also what's going on around the world. Please introduce yourself and give us kind of an overview of why things have started. And by the way, welcome to the portal. We will be bringing GeoLeaf into the portal as a bounty and stakeable. So welcome, Steve with GeoLeaf. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, welcome. Thanks. And thanks for having us and the invite. We love it. I haven't done many AMAs, but we do like to do them. So GeoLeaf, GeoLeaf uh, it was basically created by a group of crypto investors. We sort of met when we was involved with the project and we got to know each other, I guess. Anyway, the project turned out not to be very, it was a scam. So we got together, we formed a group, and we discussed how we were just sick of getting scammed by different projects.
Oh yeah.
And we wanted to create something which was people felt safe, and we wanted to show the element that we wanted to prove that crypto can do good things, basically. So we wanted to help others while our investors make money. You know, that's why we reward quite high. So we wanted to set up a project on those sort of lines, and we decided to go with the water. People don't realise, we take it for granted, don't we? You go to the tap in the morning and you just get a cup of tea or whatever.
Yeah.
They have to walk miles and drink dirty water, and then they're ill. So we thought it was a great thing to sort of try and help with.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and then it was a case of trying to find out what do we want to reflect, where do we want to launch, what do we want to do. So Grove is a sort of a green currency which sort of aligned with what we wanted to do. They were just about releasing to launch their Grove exchange. And anyway, we discussed it in the group, and we decided Grove had a listing offer where they helped you, supported you, and got you onto it and got you going, which saved us a lot of money at the beginning, which was great. So we did that, and then we chose a name. And then it was a case of finding the partner. We launched on BSC and Grovechain. And then it was a case of I wanted to find a charity to do a partnership with. And I spoke to quite a number of big charities, but they weren't really interested unless you were going to donate 50 grand. They didn't want to really know. So eventually I found Bridget Ward Foundation. We had a few meetings, we set up some meetings. They loved what we were doing, we loved what we were doing. Yeah, we've got a corporate membership partnership with them, and we're part of their well drilling program and refurbishing wells. We've done 2 projects now over 6 days, so that's 6 months. We've done 2 projects. We've refurbished 2 wells in 2 communities in India. Now bringing fresh water to over 3,500 people. Change their lives, mate. It changes their lives.
Yeah, of course.
So that's a great feeling. So we do what we say. That's what we're going to do. That's what we'll just keep doing. We launched our NFT collection yesterday.
Congratulations. Give us the details on that for sure.
Yeah, great. So they're called the Water Wizards. And their sole priority, their utility, is to support a GeoLeaf with buybacks on the chart. But what we do, we've made it a bit different. There's different ranks, obviously. To mint an NFT, I think it's 0.1 BNB. All holders of the NFTs get rewarded 20% in BNB rewards. We've got bounties on certain ranks. So the top rank, there's only 5 NFTs in the top rank.
Okay.
You've got The Rock, you've got Elon Musk, you've got Donald Trump, Hugh Jackman, and the 5th and most important one is me.
All the important people.
Yes. So there's actually one NFT which is my image. whereas the other's the artist's impression, but mine is my image. So there's a bounty on them. If you mint one of them, you get $100 USDT.
Wow.
We launched yesterday, and the first 60 NFTs somebody minted an ultra legendary and won $100. We've got a competition running called Race to the Top. That started yesterday at launch, and that'll run till New Year's Eve. And whoever's the highest holder of the NFTs on New Year's Eve at midnight will win $500 USDT. So we're trying to make it good for the holders as well, and good for the community. So it gives them something to play with. It's fun. So that's great. They've launched. They look great. The artist that's done them, she really has done a good job. And I'm not a massive NFT person. I've always been a token person, but I've looked at a lot of NFTs. And she's actually what she's done, like in our top ranks and in some of the other ranks. It's got rippling water in there, and it's moving.
Yeah.
And I just love that, some have got our logo rotating in the top corner. She's done a great job. So we've got them. They're all right. And then what we're trying to do, our main utility will be our multi-chain staking platform. So that's what we're developing at the moment, and that will be our main utility. Because what we're looking to create is a multi-chain staking platform for tokens and hopefully NFTs, where projects can come onto our platform. They can create their own staking pools for their own projects.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, for a fee, and then they set up, so they can come and set up their own staking pools, rather than having to spend all the money on these new starts to build a staking platform.
Yep.
Because I'm sure it's not cheap in crypto.
No, never.
But it's busy. It's been a busy 7 months, and we're doing. I'm happy where we are.
Very good, very good. I have a question first off. How do you guys get contacts throughout the world for the charitable groups in need? How do you integrate the GeoLeaf community and or reward system within that? And kind of give us a future projection of how many people you're looking to help while you guys are in this project.
Okay, so first of all, the impact where we're at Bridget Ward Foundation, they hit a landmark this year. They've only been going 6 years, and they've now impacted 1 million people.
Perfect.
So they are in 6 years they've helped 1 million people get fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did we've got a really good relationship with the charity. Whenever anything's done, the community are always told. So I'll let the community know. We've just sent, another donation has gone off to Bridget Ward Foundation. A couple of days later, we get confirmation from Bridget. I can then relay that. The work gets done within 2 weeks. They're super quick.
Yeah.
You get a full video. The community can watch the video. They send a completion report. They send photographs of the community holding up for GeoLeaf. And they're all on our website. You can look at the completion reports. And the rewards. So we offer 1% on all transactions. But our tokenomics is 10% buy, 10% sell, with 4% going to reward for the holders in Grovechain.
Okay.
We have 3% marketing. We have our buyback and burns 1%, and we have the 1% donation wallet. The donations wallet at 1% is that goes. We decide when it's enough of going to the community. They'll decide where we want it to go. It'd be nice to do different countries, but the funds are restricted. Different countries cost different money. If you do it well in Malawi, it costs you 3 times as much as doing it in India. It's just the cost of materials in Malawi.
Yeah.
So, but there's other charities that we're speaking to. We're not just. We also want to help other. There's a cost of living crisis. There's a charity I've spoken to in the UK. So it's just about. I like to speak to them and get to know them, and I want to see what they've done, what their impact is, what they're going to do. And our projection over the next 2 years, I mean, I don't know if you know SCP, they're running a Smart Chain Poker, they're running a big charity event in mid-December, which was GeoLeaf is one of the sponsors. So they're getting sponsors for this event. And all funds raised of the whole event is for GeoLeaf water mission. So that's going to be a great thing for GeoLeaf. there'll be numbers of projects. So the projection, oh, who knows, it's difficult, isn't it? But the way we started, and the way things look, I'd love to be able to say we could do 10 wells a year, you know? And the rewards, and with the staking platform, hopefully we can get that developed and fully out.
Yeah.
That'll bring in a really good income stream into GeoLeaf. And then we also want to look at other things like desalination. Desalination is a big issue in the Middle East. I think it's 70% of the Emirates rely on desalinated water.
Oh yeah.
So there's, you're going to need places where you can have mobile desalination units, maybe, that can be put in communities. So we look at all things really, but we're so young, but we're loving it.
No, that's fantastic. I like the outlook. I like the videos. You guys need to bring more on. These are really positive, and it really would bring more investors and a lot of attraction, especially as you guys are developing as fast as you guys are, and the areas that you guys are developing, especially with the world crisis as it is right now, and everybody's just kind of at this little hate moment right now. You guys are kind of a light of positivity in every space, not just cryptocurrency, right? So this is really cool. I'm really intrigued on this. I really like your guys' partners, you guys' fortitude and pushing out and getting to the real world issues. That's kind of where, MKF is kind of trying to bridge that gap, is bringing real world utility and real world assets into the crypto space, because that's the only ones that are going to really last, in my opinion. Meme coins are here and there. No bashing on other projects, but honestly, in my opinion, my humble opinion, just as a holder, it's it's something that's just phased. But this is a real concrete foundation, and I really, really like it. Your guys' NFT project, does that put forth this effort as well, or is that something external? I kind of maybe missed that one.
No, it's mainly the NFTs we decided to launch with the main utility of supporting the GeoLeaf chart. If they go as well as we do, and there's enough in there for another a donation to go quicker, then the donation will go. That's our main focus, is getting the money out there to them.
Okay.
And we know now from the last two projects we've done, from when we send that donation, within 14, 16 days, it's turned around, the job's done, they've got the water, everybody's happy. That's great, to see something happening so quick.
Yeah. No, I agree. Turn this down.
I love it, mate. I think I love what we do. The community is awesome. We've got a great community. We really have.
So your guys' this gap with Bridget, I'm assuming. How did you guys get into bed with them? Is this something that you've been a part of before, prior to crypto, or is this something that you guys brought in as kind of a partnership during this whole development?
So I'd never heard of Bridget until we started GeoLeaf.
Okay.
So I started searching. We started researching. Your water aid, all the big water charities. Couldn't get to really speak to them, and the ones you did speak to. So I just kept going through the list, typing in water charities, and I've come over. In the Google list was Bridget Water Foundation. So I clicked on Bridget Water. And I went all through their website, and I thought, I like what okay, these are good. They're based in Australia. So I've got friends in Australia. So I messaged them and said, look, can you just go on to your government or charity website and check this company out? Are they registered charity in Australia? So we did our research. Yes, that's all good. They're registered. Fine. And then I emailed the support. I just went to the contact, emailed them, told them who I was and what we were looking to do. We were a crypto project supporting the global water crisis, and we'd love to be able to, if there's some way we could support each other. And I love the fact that you're drilling wells for these people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got an email back. Within a couple of days from the CEO, lovely lady, and we set up a Zoom call a couple of days later. We had a first Zoom call with herself and her treasurer, I think.
Okay.
So that went really well. We had a really good meeting, the first meeting. They were happy, we were happy. We arranged another meeting a week later after we spoke to the board. We discussed about them perhaps getting a crypto wallet, because it would make our life a lot easier. Because at the moment, it is a nightmare sending a donation to Australia from the UK. I tried Revolut, but I couldn't really get my head around that, and it was quite expensive. And then I looked at another way, and that was like $60 just to send money to another country. I'm thinking, what do you need? So then I spoke to my own bank, which I was shocked. And yeah, I can do it from my phone in my banking app with my local bank. Now everything's cleared with them. It takes 48 hours, and it cost, I think it was £18. Still more than it should be, but better than $60.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we had that meeting. Then she had the meeting with the board. We had another meeting, and I actually sent over ID. I sent over the business registration certificate for Companies House in the UK to prove that we were registered.
Cool.
She did all her checks. The board were happy, and they gave us a partnership, and it's been great. And we get on really good. We talk often. I spoke to her a couple of days ago because of the charity event that's coming up in December. She's super excited about this. They are looking into getting a crypto wallet. They're just a bit scared because they're not educated in crypto.
Just like everybody, right? As soon as you say crypto, they're like, well, let me check with legal.
This is another thing. I was talking to. We wanted some publicity, okay, some marketing in the UK. So I went around. I thought, yeah. So how about my local football team? I love my football team. I've been going there since I was a kid. They have these 3D electronic boards all around the stadium.
Yeah.
And all during the game, these are on, okay? And you can hide. So anyway, I rang Stoke City Football Club. This is who we are. This is what we do. Oh yeah, sounds great. We don't have another one of them. How much for the whole season from now till next May? Twice a week, every home game, $2,000 as a bargain. An absolute bargain. So we agreed and went ahead. And then 2 days later, they came back. And unfortunately, they were unable to offer us advertising because we were a crypto. And I was so mad. I was so angry.
I can't tell you how many times we've had a close call to a breakthrough.
Yeah. And I've seen crypto.com at the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
You see it at the Grand Prix, crypto.com. So they wouldn't take it. So I was angry. I got on the phone to my local MP office and I said, look, I need to speak to the Member of Parliament here. And anyway, he contacted me by email and we chatted and I've sent everything off and he's going to bring it up with people in government.
Cool.
That it's not fair that a registered business in the UK who's doing good things is being refused marketing.
Agreed.
It's not right.
Agreed.
So...
Well, very good, very good. I like how you're at the very forefront of that marketing endeavor all by yourself, too, because it looks like your guys' team is just yourself, Steve, and MetaCaptain. And now I know MetaCaptain from prior projects. I know him from AMAing and questioning the hell out of some other people, excuse my language. So that that dude knows his stuff. So it's kind of funny that you brought him on.
He's a very clever guy, mate.
Oh, yeah.
And he's actually a nice guy. He's been very supportive to us at the beginning. So, but it's mainly I've got another guy that does some. He'll do a bit of marketing, but it's me really every day. Because I gave up work, which probably with hindsight was a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
But I did. I gave up work. I sold my business to do this. That's basically what I did.
Congrats.
So I'm a chef by trade. I used to run bars, and I had a couple of bars on a holiday park.
Oh yeah.
And then doing well, and then this opportunity came up. I thought, well, if I'm going to I was working 12, 14 hours a day. I thought, well, how am I going to do it? So I sold the business, and here we are.
Everybody.
So I do it all. I do it. I'm there, and I'm hands-on every day.
No, that's awesome. Everyone wants to own their own business till they realize that you're not making your own hours. You're working all the hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's really cool, man. I like that. No, good guy from MetaCaptain for sure. Bringing him on, smart move. Yeah, there was at some point I was following him, and he didn't even notice through certain AMAs just to figure out if it was a scam or not, just because he would break it down into a more analytical just for a lot of people. So it's kind of funny. He's got his own little following there. But yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we talk and he'll explain something and I'll say, okay, now explain that to me as I'm a kid, please.
In English. Yes.
But he will, but you have to ask him to.
Yeah, no, please, in English, please.
Funny.
Awesome. No, man, really, really intrigued. Like it a lot. Like your team. So your guys. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask a question. You guys' expansion per your roadmap here. It looks like it needs a little updated. What are you guys looking at
Okay.
past this?
Yeah, so the website's been updated at the moment. We've got a new
Cool.
updated roadmap coming. I mean, you can click on those phase twos, phase threes, phase
Okay.
fours as you go down.
Okay. CoinGecko. Have you guys already listed on CoinGecko?
Yes,
Perfect.
and then because we was on CMC CoinGecko, we went on to Bitmart when we first launched.
Okay.
Um, that probably wasn't our best decision.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
No,
Was it just a
so when we
volume
went to
issue,
these,
or was it like an integration issue?
well, it was just it did nothing for us, man.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
it cost a lot of money to list on Bitmart. People were using it for arbitrage. They were draining on the liquidity. We weren't getting any exposure from it. Um,
Hmm.
and then we went to. I remember other projects that went onto these sectors, and it didn't really do a lot for them. And they came off them on these central exchanges.
Yeah.
But when we went to V2, I spoke to Bitmart about, do we want to stay on there? Oh yeah, you can stay. And I said, okay, we're going. We've got a V2. Well, that'll be 15 grand.
Oh
I
yeah.
went, what do you mean? I said, we've already paid. He said, yeah, but you're having a new contract. It's got to be 15 grand. And he says, I'll tell you what, we'll do your discount. You know, we'll do it for 10 grand. And I just thought, that's not, it doesn't make sense for GeoLeaf to spend that when it's bringing us nothing in, man. It was nothing, it was wasted time.
That is
I don't know why, but it
really
was.
good to know, especially for other projects that watch these AMAs. That's really good to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that again. Not. I wouldn't do it if you're new and young. I just don't think it's a lot of money, and it's you've got to pay your makers, your market makers, and no. And I'm glad we didn't go back on, to be honest.
Yeah. Good, good. What kind of marketing endeavors do you guys have going forward? I know Portal's going to bring some eyes and some of the partners that we have bringing in from different sectors. Of course, you know, we're kind of not, I wouldn't say a backdoor avenue, but we're a way we can go ahead and not affect charts, transfer holders, and kind of create the volume and hype. We're going to also allow different areas within the portal for you guys in GeoLeaf to put news updates, etc., to kind of see what kind of intriguing offers you guys get back and forth within the portal. Also, staking, it protects projects, etc. For those that don't have the staking protocol or those that want to expand staking endeavors. So it's really a good idea to, you know, kind of house in different areas that are profitable, of course, right? And then also intrigue other
Yes.
people because, you know, people like Bitmart. Nothing against them, but you know we are trying to make them obsolete in a sense, right, within the portal, especially if we
Yes.
can protect the buy, the rumor, sell, the news endeavors within just bounties and stakes. You know, that's the whole purpose behind the portal, essentially.
Yeah, you see, in marketing, we. It has to be very targeted. Marketing, you can lose so much money. So I'm very, very careful with marketing. I want to go for things that I know will get a return.
Mm-hmm.
I get sick of all these DMs from these marketing people.
All these
They
amazing
absolutely drive me.
firms, these awesome firms that have no bio or picture.
Yeah, and it's and they're just randomly jumping. And they even call you without even messaging you. They just call you. And it's,
Yeah.
we can do this. We can market you this. We can do this. We'll get you thousands of new investors. Blah blah blah. So we go for more. I look for more of a targeted approach.
Good.
If I'd rather be looking at some kind of event where there's going to be people's eyes on it. I want to look at. I don't trust these calls in Telegram groups and all that. I don't. I'm not saying we've never done them because we have,
Yeah.
and the odd one maybe has brought a few in. But in general, they don't really do a lot. I don't see what they do for us. Wow, that's just me. I like to see if I'm spending money, mate, on marketing. I like to see results. Otherwise, I'm not happy.
Yeah, there's a lack of work first then pay later, you know, and that also bridges that gap for a lot of scammers to come in and take advantage of you. I do have. We have been doing marketing over and over again in different sectors and different avenues, and we literally, myself and my wife, we have a white paper of just lists of usernames, websites, and personnel that we trust. And you would be very surprised about how many times we've done marketing, how small that list is.
Yes.
Especially in this.
And they come in your DMs, and yeah, I'll get your trend. Let's say they come in. Do you want a trend on Dextools? And here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
So I say hello, and then I type. If you want to get us trending on Dextools for what you say you can, 24 hours,
Yep.
go ahead. We will happily pay you at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do not send funds first, and that's it. And then they get some go away. Some say no problem. I'll get you trending and pay after.
Yep.
And then they say, right, I've got you trending, send the money. I said, what do you mean you've got us trending? 2 minutes later, where is it?
Yeah.
It's on the screen. I said, well, I can't say, oh, it's gone now. You have to, no, it's all a scam, mate. It's all a scam.
Yeah, good luck. There's if there was a go-to reasonable, affordable startup group that would allow a marketing, a marketing firm that was actually not a brick and mortar, I would say, because a lot of this stuff is remote, right? But a trustworthy, reviewable company, and that could be a whole nother project in itself, right? But a reliable company that actually branches into different sectors. They have a good umbrella within different ecosystems or blockchains, and they can say, hey, look, we understand you're a startup. We understand we're not going to want payment up front, etc. Or you're not going to want to provide that. We'll get you a legitimate graph and or review, and you can witness it yourself, and then you pay us. And then they can pay that into their own reward system. That's, if you guys want to start your own project, whoever's talking or listening to this, here you go. Boom. There's something that's really lacking.
But yes, something like that where you knew it was a genuine marketing portal, and you knew that whatever you went in there, your marketing, you were going to be safe. That could work. That could work.
Agreed. But yeah, definitely enough of that. That you guys seem like you guys have your own system for marketing. Of course, that's really good. Especially if you're having to handle it all yourself. That's kind of a stressor alone. A lot of us, we have projects that are 4 or 5 people strong, and each person has their own billet to address, and you have it all pretty much on your own back. So that's really good for you.
I mean,
too much for me.
When we first launched, the month before launch, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 on the team.
Okay.
A couple of mods, couple of mods. We had a Twitter Space host and moderator.
Okay.
So then there was 4 on the team, and then we got to the 3rd month, and it's volume was low, and the money there just wasn't enough to pay these people.
Oh yeah.
Then there was the issue. Someone said, "Well, you can pay us in tokens." Well, I don't agree with it. I don't work like that. I don't want to pay somebody in tokens. I'd rather, if they're working, I want to pay them in dollars.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay them in tokens because if they're working because they need the money, they're just going to sell our chart.
Yep.
So unfortunately, we had to let a couple go. A couple have stayed around, which is great. So when it picks up, they come straight back in. They've stuck with us, even though they're not on the payroll at the moment.
Okay.
So we'll look after them because they've stuck around and still jumped in there if I'm not around and helped in TG. And that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's it also speaks volume. It's just like any type of work ethic, right? It speaks volume for those that stick around during the bear market and the worst of the worst. Our team's really tight knit. We're all veterans. We're all stationed here in the United States. It's fun how we can talk and communicate and just understand. And we also watch charts too. You kind of get those people that don't understand the full aspect of what market sentiment is and engagement is and what charts are actually doing because they talk back to you. So getting out at the very bottom really sucks when you're on top. You watch everybody else progress past you and you're sitting there like, well, I should have held out 2 more months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well. Yes.
That takes a little bit more up there. You know what I mean? It's all good though.
Absolutely.
Totally understand.
So where are you exactly? Where are you based then
I
exactly?
am in Houston, Texas. Everyone knows I drink and go hang out in public with holders. I've got so many people that know me personally. They drive up to the front door and grab some turkey and stuffing for Thanksgiving. It's very well known. I'm in Houston. A couple other people are East Coast, some West Coast. We got some Central. It's we're
Okay.
pretty doxed and KYC'd all the way around, you know. So just one of those things. The whole truth, trust, and transparency for us. We're also a part of many projects that have been scammed. You know, whether we've been devs on the sidelines that we're just sitting there with dust in our hands, or we're also major investors in something else where we wake up and it's negative 90%. You know, so we were just all
Yes.
coming together and doing the same thing y'all are doing, trying to do something better for the whole space and make face. You know.
Well, that's all we want to do, and just to prove that crypto isn't. You know, you can get bad actors in any occupation, not just crypto. You get them in every walk of life.
Oh yeah.
And with technology now, they scam us every day coming in. I get so many. I got one yesterday pretending to be the DVLA, you know, who we tax our cars with in the UK,
Yeah.
and a big button start. Well, I know my car's taxed. So I know my. It's just, they're everywhere, mate. You've just got to be careful as you can.
Oh,
You've
I
just got to be
know.
as careful as you can.
Everyone in the
But yeah,
United.
we wanted to prove.
What's that? Go
We
ahead,
just
Mark.
wanted to prove crypto. We will prove crypto can do good things. We will. Well, it is. We've proved it can. So
Well, look at all the
now
adoption
we
that's
can build on.
coming. Look at all the adoption that's coming. You guys are in the right area. You guys are bringing in a digital asset and transferring that to something that people actually need, and the countries that are not aware of both of those situations. They're not aware of the technology that it takes to actually get the water. They're really not aware of the cryptocurrency that can broadcast that to them for the benefit. So you guys are in the right place.
Absolutely. And you've got two villages now in India who've never heard of crypto who now love crypto.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, they're not going to invest perhaps at the moment, but it's just, yeah, we just wanted to show that crypto isn't all bad.
And that's
And
perfect.
crypto's going nowhere. It's here to stay, end of.
Oh yeah. No, I agree with you.
In my opinion.
I don't think that's with the amount of adoption and the massive companies that are already looking at cryptocurrency or just digital assets, especially the government looking at digital assets alone. Crypto's here to stay. I don't even think it's an opinion anymore. I think it's just a solid state fact that now which cryptos will last. That's an opinion. But crypto is definitely here to stay. I agree with you.
I mean, even our government now are doing um, are doing a token cryptocurrency. I'm trying to think what they're calling it. I can't remember, but yeah, even our government's quite good with crypto. They're quite crypto friendly.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they're all right. They want crypto to succeed, but they know that it's got to be cleaned up.
Yep.
And I think that's the process we're perhaps going through now. What we've seen this year, how yes, crypto's going to stay, but it's got to be cleaned up. They've got to sort out some kind of way of regulating it. I think the problem is these governments, they don't know how to regulate it. It's not the fact they don't want to or they won't. I don't think they know how to regulate it, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But you know, I've always been. I mean, I'm taking too much of your time up here, am I? I waffle on, mate.
No, you're good.
So I've always used Binance for the last 5 years,
Okay.
4 years, say. Okay, when I first started, I didn't know how to use anything. I learned about crypto in lockdown, our first lockdown.
Yeah.
I think that's when we had a good run, and that's when a lot of people got into crypto during lockdown.
Yeah.
And I got scammed. I joined this. I was trying to buy some XRP, and I found this site called. I didn't know what I was looking for, mate. It was called Fairbit Exchange or something. So I joined it. You had to phone somebody, your account manager. He would tell you what they'd want $1,000. Oh, I'm not paying $1,000. He says, well, we can have a special offer tomorrow, $250. And I'm thinking, oh, is that how it works? I don't know. Mate, I got sucked in.
Yeah.
So I chucked in $250. I bought, so I tell you what I bought. I bought some Ethereum, and Ethereum was £400 then.
Okay.
So with the $250, I bought £200. So I bought half of Ethereum, and I bought the rest in XRP. But oh man, I didn't know what was, I couldn't get it out. Didn't know how to get it out.
Yeah.
Because over the weeks I was starting to learn. I was watching YouTube. I was watching videos. I learned a lot on YouTube, to be honest, about crypto at the beginning.
So everyone
How
learns.
to install.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to install a wallet. I didn't know what a digital wallet was. So yeah, it was just. I don't know. What was I talking about there? Sorry.
No, you're good. You're talking about your first introduction into cryptocurrency and the scams that already started hitting you.
Yeah. A company called Fairbit. They were based in Cyprus, and then all of a sudden, I come down one day, went to the website, gone.
Oh, of course.
Website gone, everything gone. That was in Cyprus.
That's crazy. No, I haven't run anything crazy like that. I've had a few stories. I've had a few stories for sure, but I haven't run into any full-fledged website overviews, anything crazy like that. That's ballsy.
Well, that's what I was saying. So about Binance. So I've used Binance from the start. I struggled at the beginning. I didn't know how to. But over the last 2 years, Binance has really changed in the UK. Anyway,
Okay.
it was much more stricter. It was quicker. The support was second to none. I can go on my Binance app and I can hit help, and within 2 minutes I am talking to a human being,
Oh, wow.
and they are there. They assist you. They help you. They will screenshot and send things. They're so good, the support, when you can't do anything. And obviously, what's going on with Binance this week? I mean, they haven't criminally charged him. It's not the fact that he's embezzled funds and used them inappropriately. He just hasn't. He just basically, I suppose, he hasn't completed compliance efficiently or efficient, you know.
Yeah.
So it's what it is. But I don't think Binance is going to be around now. Binance is all changed in the UK. It's easier to use now.
Mm-hmm.
It stopped for a few weeks. I couldn't buy any BNB for about 3 weeks, a month ago.
Okay.
And it was all changing. It was all, you had to fill in a questionnaire before you logged in. You know, confirming that you're aware that crypto is high risk, blah, blah, blah. So that's obviously part of the regulations that will come to KYC people and what have you. So you could tell they were gearing up to go compliant. So, and he's took a hit, hasn't he? To save Binance, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of news, positive and negative, but hey, at the same time, when you start looking at mass adoption, that's when you start bringing in the institutional investors, so then the security also follows. So that's also a very positive thing. You know, and I get it. People want to keep it DeFi. People want to keep it, you know, to a right of the people. But at the same time, if you get a little bit of regulation, then the institutional shows up. Once the institutional shows up, then the mass adoption shows up, because then the security follows. I've been preaching that since the very beginning. So it's double-edged sword there. Where do you want to go with it? You want to keep it decentralized and just for the people, then mass adoption and security won't be there. Then we look at things like those scammers that are just free reign, never seen behind a jail cell. It's just double-edged sword in my opinion. But yeah, definitely the transparency will ensue. And see, we don't necessarily have a United States, friendly endeavor for crypto, but we do have individual states that are either really for it or really against it. So that's kind of what we're fighting here. And of course, nobody agrees. That's just the way the United States is. So, Texas.
Yeah, you've got like, because we only have one government, and that decides for everybody in the UK and in Great Britain.
Yeah.
Whereas I guess in America, it's like 52 countries, I guess.
Yeah. We
they all make their own rules.
Different states and then territories, and if they don't agree, and if you cross state lines and you're doing something wrong from the last state, it's trouble. So no, you just definitely have to be wary of where you put your LLC or any of your investment funds, because you have to make sure you understand those state rights for sure.
Yeah, because we've got investors we've got one of our co-founders is in New Mexico.
Okay.
And then we've got another holder. He's in. I can't remember now where Stephen is. I think he might be in Texas.
Oh, okay, perfect. Come get a drink.
We've got a few investors in the States actually.
Yeah, no, it's Texas is pretty friendly. We do have a couple East Coast states. West Coast, they drink a little bit different water. No worries, no worries. My West
Okay.
Coasters, they drink some different water, but no worries. You'll get there, guys. You'll get there. Maybe you guys need to invest in GeoLeaf to bring you better water, but hey, you'll be all right.
Yes. Yes.
No, that's cool. But no, we definitely like your guys' cause here, and welcome to the portal again. I know Jay was gonna have to speak at you, just kind of some integratives that we'll have, and some future endeavors and some of the details behind it. But he is unfortunately out of the network right now. Just he has a career path that allows him to not be so flexible. So he has guys like me and All In and other folks that are here to cover 24 hours a day. No big deal. He has a lot of big things in the works right now with a lot of big market cap companies. So we are full fledged. But welcome again, Steve and GeoLeaf team and everybody else that's in this AMA listening in. We really appreciate you guys. Do you have anything else you want to highlight, Steve, or does anybody have any questions? It's open mic now.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm happy to answer.
Yeah,
Um,
anybody at all? No big deal. If not, like I said, everybody is eating turkey or already drinking mimosas. So we'll be broadcasting this on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, etc. We'll get the word out there again. I will get Jay to contact you about the details behind everything, and we really appreciate your time.
Bridget aims to provide access to improved drinking water to 1.5 million people by 2024. Play a role in helping to alleviate poverty by sponsoring a community water supply.